I'm gonna go kill Stevy now.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Is it working? Oh, there it is. Yep. Okay, so welcome everybody to the second PCRP podcast. Today we're going to be asking some people from the community what their thoughts are on the new departments that are being implemented. Stars,
Yep.
would you like to say hello?
Well, my name is Stars. I'm moderator of the PCRP staff team. I'll be replacing Twick.
Alright, let's move everybody in. Hello guys. How's
Hi.
everybody?
It's going good.
Alright, so who wants to go first with what they think about the new departments coming into the BCSO? Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'll go first, question mark?
Okay.
Alright. What do you want me to talk about? Like, just the
Just-
departments?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on the departments?
I like them. They're a good idea, especially K9. K9 would probably be one of the best departments, since, like, it actually is really effective. Because I was a K9 unit before, right? At the Yellow Jack. And, obviously, because you have to activate thermal, because you can't actually smell in-game.
Yeah,
I
of
actually smelt the guy, and he was on Route 68 from the Yellow Jack, and he was kind of far down, and I actually caught him. And think about, if I wasn't K9, you would never have found a guy. Like, the sub-departments, they're actually making sense.
course. Yeah, that's a good point.
Like,
I also think K9 is a really good department that's going to help out a lot.
I think it's the most helpful department.
What about the other ones like Police Tow, CSI?
I mean, Police Tow makes no sense.
well, I mean, it
'cause
kind of does.
Oh, don't talk about my department.
Nah, it's alright. I can see why people... Actually, no, I can't see why people like it. I was about to lie.
Well, I mean, it can be fun towing vehicles sometimes. Like if you have to arrest somebody for a warrant or something, then you gotta tow their vehicle and impound it, you know?
Yeah, I see. But, like, there's other ones. Like Marine Patrol, that's alright.
Yeah.
You know, there's...
I think that one's gonna be a really cool one.
Yeah, but I feel like K9 is probably the most effective department.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like that's really gonna help out the BCSO the most. Is that all you have to say about the new departments?
Pretty much. Not really got much to say, they're effective.
Yep.
Good.
Anybody else want to go now? Mankey, Stevie.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. Mankey.
Well, as Vlad said, I'm with him on that. I like K9. I mean, I think it's a good idea that they do it. Such, like in 1070s, it's just a good thing to have. And I mean, Marine Patrol, I like that too, since then there's like some special people that can drive the boats and actually do it.
Yeah, that's true.
That they're trained and stuff like that. But not to be mean against Staris, the towing company is a little bit unnecessary, but I mean, still, can tow cars.
I don't get why people are hating on the tow company so much. It's not that bad of a department.
I mean, sure, if you want to tow cars, then it's the right company for you. I don't know what you want to call it.
Yeah, probably like one of the best departments for now is probably K9. Everyone just wants to get in it, and then the rest are like good. It's probably the only main ones is like SRT and Marine Patrol.
SRT?
Oh,
PSI?
Well,
looks like-
SRT.
Looks
It's
like we
kind
have
of-
a question from Twix. He wants to know, what influence do you think this will make to the police force? What do you exactly mean?
What effect does these departments have on the police department?
I think they'll help a lot, just overall. Make RP more interesting. Bring us some new members to the BCSO, hopefully.
Yeah, make it more realistic.
Make RPs a bit longer, because right now they kind of end short.
Yeah.
But anyways, like, continuing what you were saying, Mankey. Oh, he's deafened, okay. Stevie? Do you have any opinions?
Yeah. In my opinion, they're all good, but at moments I feel like they will make it worse. In the scenario of if someone's getting arrested, right, and he's gonna need more backup, but then someone else is gonna want to tow that vehicle, then he won't have that backup because someone else is towing the vehicle. So I feel like at times it's good, and at other times it's bad.
What do you think about other departments, though?
I mean, like Glad said, the K9's really helpful. I also find that the Marine can be very helpful. I just feel like Marine should be something open to all ranks.
All ranks?
Yeah. Or at least
Even
senior
probationary? Okay, yeah.
No. Because the fact is, like, if there's a pursuit in order, then there mustn't be where there's just one cop online that has Marine patrol, and there's only one of them going after him.
Okay. Another question from Twix. You think it will improve RP scenes more than it has in the past? Yeah. I think the new departments definitely will help with RP scenes in the future.
Definitely tow.
Yeah.
Instead of slash DVing, you just call a tow truck and I come over there.
Exactly.
Yeah, it makes it much more realistic in the fact that you'll actually see someone coming up and towing your vehicle. It's just much better.
Okay. What about you, Hampze? Do you have any opinions on the new departments?
I think they're good, and we shall use them and don't abuse them.
Okay. Does anybody have any changes to any of the new departments they might want to see, or any new things they might want to add to the departments?
I don't think we could, since you know, they're still being developed and they're still adding things now.
Yeah.
Well, I think because they've closed it, they closed the development of it. I don't want what things are adding.
Just kind of like a suggestion.
I mean, not really. I don't have any.
I mean, I've got one thing, which is for Air 1, like that we have the whole proper division is like set out and more organized. Because at the moment we've just got higher ranking officers, but like it would be much better if we have an actual situation, like we have a crew for one helicopter and something like that. We have a whole system.
That could be cool.
And that way we'll mostly, or almost always, have an Air 1 division up.
Yeah. We don't have a lot of people helicopter trained, but I understand why they did close off further helicopter training.
Yeah, but like even now, like at least sergeants or corporals, like, no, not corporals. I think sergeants at least should still be able to do helicopter training.
I mean, I agree. I agree with you to some extent, but then again, you also gotta think, like, it's a new thing. That's all people would want to do is be Air 1. It would take away from people wanting to be regular patrol units. Everybody would want to be Air 1.
Yeah, everyone will want to be K9. That's what's happening right now.
Exactly. That's the thing. That's the thing with new departments. Everybody wants to be part of it.
Shush, stars.
I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but some people just tend to overdo it a little bit.
I enjoy my K9.
We got a question from Mayhem for the win. He goes, what do you think of the fire department right now?
It definitely needs to improve. It's very lacking right now.
When the chief of fire plays Fortnite instead of trying to, you know,
Mhm.
Who is the chief of fire?
no life.
I've not seen him on for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've always playing Fortnite.
Yeah, just one thing about the fire department. I mean, it's not quite enjoyable at the moment considering you don't have a proper working fire script, I believe. So I really feel like we're gonna have to work a lot to get the
Yeah,
fire
but
department.
to get, you can still do fires. Like if there's a car crash or a plane crash, oh god, the fire truck would still respond. You know, it's still the only thing that it lacks is members and activity. That's it at the moment.
Yeah.
No, but you see, Stars, the problem is that those fires don't last. Like, if you watch videos of like DOJ and you see how those fires work, they actually last. Instead of just, you know, there's a car crash as in normal GTA 5 flames, after like 30 seconds they fade out. I think we should just have a better script.
You're gonna have to find one, find the script, and then we could easily find the
I'm
script,
sure.
post it, suggest it, and then we can see what's gonna happen from there. We need to find one.
I mean, I'm sure it shouldn't be that hard to find a fire script, considering how many there are.
Yeah. Talking about Stevy, how did you feel about you getting moved in BCS?
Oh yeah, that's right.
To be honest, I wasn't the happiest about it, but it was fair, even though I'm still a bit confused and sorting out the situation.
Yeah, you didn't really post. If you're gonna be away, you need to post an LOA. You didn't really post an LOA.
According to others, the problem is that it still said on Discord that I was online, and that I just wasn't playing on the server. But the problem is that I keep my PC on during the night, and like when I went to hospital, I had my PC on the whole time.
Yeah. Well, you see, I saw you apply for the BCSO again. Hope everything goes well. You know, good luck.
Yeah. My one earlier today got denied. That was apparently too short.
You're what? Sorry, I wasn't.
No, I applied one last night and it was too short.
Oh,
because back then I was really pissed.
For the BCSO.
Yeah. Because I posted that one being really annoying.
Oh. I mean, I'm sure you can make it back in, but you just gotta keep up with your LOAs.
Yeah, it's just that I've got a busy schedule, so it's really hard.
Yeah, I get that.
Since most of us are all staff here, remember last staff meeting we were talking about senior moderator or something like that?
Everyone but me is staff. Wow.
Just we're talking. How do you guys think about that idea?
I mean, I kind of agree with. Ooh, I forget who was saying it, but someone was saying like there'd be really no point. It's just another role. It doesn't give you any other like privileges. It just gives you a different name. But then again, it would give somewhere for all like 9 moderators to go instead of having too many moderators and then too many admins. Because a lot of people complain about that, is having too many of this, too many of that.
Yeah, and then the nice thing is that the chain of commands then also approves. Like, it doesn't really have to make a big difference. It's just that the main difference will be that people will expect more from you, and if they ask you a question, you should be able to answer it.
Yeah, you know, like, yeah, that actually be like, you know, but everyone voted and SMT and they decided to not add it, so.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's still a good idea though.
For what? To add the like senior?
Softballs.
Oh, I mean, yes, we could use another staff role, but I don't know if like what it should be. I haven't really thought about if we were to get another staff position.
What do you guys think about my idea about a forums manager? Like someone would be on the forums and like manage the forums.
I mean, in my opinion, it's quite a good idea, because at the moment the forums aren't that great. I see them changing, which is going well, but it wasn't great.
What do you mean by like forums manager? Like what would that position do? What would you be in charge of?
The forums, basically. Like you just
like
be in charge.
Accepting and denying applications.
No, you'd be like, you know, the way you'd be dealing with all the forum stuff. Like when LOAs are over, you would obviously go and move to that. You would add channels and stuff like that.
Jacob. Yeah, I mean Jacob does have a point. Community manager. It's kind of already a thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oof.
All right, Jacob. What else does anyone have to say?
Is there any more opinions on upcoming things in the server, or any things you'd like to see?
Tux has a question.
Oh, yeah. Even though the SMT has denied a senior moderator role, do you think it would be good to have? If yes, why? I mean, yes and no. Because, like I said, it would give a bunch of moderators another place to go, another stepping stone up the ladder. Because, like, if a lot of moderators get promoted to admins, and like I said earlier, there's gonna be too many admins, and I don't know. But then again, like, it's not really anything special. That's kind of what head mod is, I guess. So senior mod and head mod, like, that wouldn't make too much sense.
Yeah. But see, the thing is, that's the problem. It's like, if we do add another role, there's nothing really to name it.
Exactly, because if it were to be senior moderator, then I guess, like, you would be in charge of what, the head mods and the regular mods, or what would a senior mod even do?
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure the only way that I would know how to make another name for it is if we start adding in like tribal rankings like alpha and all that, but that's not what we want.
No.
Because like I don't know what else we would name like a new role other than senior mod, but we've got head mod, which is practically the same thing.
Exactly. Like, if someone were to be able to come up with a good enough idea, I think it could be a possibility, but since, like, there's not really any good purpose behind having another role other than just having a place for mods to go to before head mod or after head mod, like,
yeah,
there's really not much of a purpose there to have another staff position. At least something like that.
I mean, I don't see a problem in having a lot of moderators, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, it's not a bad thing. The more staff, the better.
And I want to ask you, Fliptic, what is your opinion on having, like, sports police cars in Los Santos?
Like, which ones? Because we have a bunch of different, like, variations. Like, we have the Bugatti one, which is just ridiculous, which nobody would really ever need to use.
Like the Stingray. The Chevy Stingray.
I could maybe see that being used in Los Santos, but very rarely. Because, I mean, like, not a lot of people are donators because donations are closed, and the people who are donators don't really drive the P1. So there's not really that many cars that are able to, like, you know, outrun the police super easy, like the P1 or the
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean,
GTR.
I could see maybe using the Stingray in the city for the simple fact that we do have some donators, and we have a couple Platinums that would be able to use GTRs, and those are just too fast for Chargers and Crown Vics, so...
But the way I would see it being used, the same as SRT, where it stays by the police department, and when there's a pursuit call out with a foster vehicle, then we just bring out one of the sports cars.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Basically, they just hang out at the station until a pursuit happens.
Yeah, and then that can be for advanced vehicle, maybe for corporal or sergeant, both.
I would say probably put it to just sergeant. Just because it is... Oh, we have another question from Twix.
Do you think that corporals under should have more patrol cars to choose, or do they need no more?
I would like to possibly see some new cars in the future, but for now I think corporals and under are okay. I would be fine with if we added like maybe one more car for them to choose from, because right now I believe corporal and under, it's the Crown Vic, the 2011 Charger, the Raptor, and
Do you know what car I want them to add? You know the way you have that big Ford Explorer, the unmarked one?
yeah,
Like they could easily, like, you could find one that's retextured that says sheriff, and that's like a really nice car. They use it in like so many states in America.
yeah, but something like that wouldn't be corporal under, it would be corporal plus.
You could still
probably.
no, because in Las Vegas, all like deputies drive the Ford Explorer. You could kind of make it.
I mean, yeah, because there is not just high-ranked people that drive the Explorers. I mean, as Star said, there is low-ranked people driving Explorers and SUVs and stuff like that.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I kind of agree with Twix. He just said that he personally thinks we need 1 to 2 more. It's really tiring driving the same ones. I mean, I kind of agree, but like, the ones we have, they are nice. It's just the lower rank. There's a reason for not having nice vehicles lower rank, because it's an incentive to be more active and get promoted so you can drive the nicer vehicles. Like, there's a reason behind everything, and that's the reason behind that.
But like, I feel that almost each rank, well, not each rank, but I feel like as soon as you get like the deputy or senior, you have the option of having an off-road, a foster, and just a normal patrol vehicle. That way you're not just stuck with the Crown Vic, and you can not do as many things to help.
Well, I mean, at senior deputy, you can have the Charger and the Raptor at senior deputy, so... I mean, the Charger is faster than the Crown Vic, and I do see a lot of high-ranking officers still driving a Charger. So, I mean, it all depends what you like, I guess, really.
And
Stars.
on that,
Yeah.
Are you here? Oh yeah, you are.
No, I'm on
Back
phone.
me into another room. Please. I need to.
You want me to? Okay. I'll be back in a second.
Okay. Alright, back
but
to...
at the same, sorry, I feel like we should fix the speeds of the vehicles, because I feel like some police vehicles that are faster than, for example, the high-ranking Chargers are much slower than the senior deputies Charger, and I really feel like we should fix those speeds.
Some of the vehicles are unrealistic with their top speeds.
Yeah, and I feel like we should... Wait, are we able to change their top speeds?
You're not allowed to modify them other than like adding performance upgrades without turbo boost. That's the most you can do, and even then, like, the top speeds aren't more than like maybe 105 for like the Charger and Crown Vic. Which, I mean, is kind of realistic for the Crown Vic, but the Charger, I feel like the max for a Charger should be at least 120.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of times people drive the civilian Tahoe, and that thing's just ridiculous and completely unfair. Because it does like 170.
Yeah. But there's also another car that I know that goes 200 without modifications.
Exactly.
Which I need to talk to Jacob about.
I guess that would be another thing for like having the sports police vehicles because of vehicles like the civilian Tahoe.
Yeah.
Okay, Twix wants to know, would SUV patrol cars be something maybe for the corporals at least? I don't
agree
think
with
it's
that.
a bad idea. It would be something cool to have.
My opinion is just more SUVs, probably.
Yeah.
Because right now we only have the Tahoe and the Explorer,
Yeah.
and those are both high rank or
Like-
unmarked, which you have to be Corporal Plus for unmarked.
I would say a marked Tahoe or Explorer being added to like Corporal Plus or anything like that.
I mean, we already have a marked Tahoe, and I think that's Lieutenant. I think
Yeah.
the marked Tahoe's Lieutenant, so that's pretty high up.
Yeah.
So maybe if we did a different one, because
Yeah, I'm thinking about like a 2017 or 18 or something like that. Like a
Oh.
little newer one.
we should definitely have a nicer SUV for higher ranks, and like kind of like a lower end police SUV for the lower ranks, just so people, you know, want to climb the ranks and get the better one. Because you can't just have all the nice vehicles lower ranked. You just
No, I
can't.
can't.
Just off Jackal's question, Jackal, I think it would be a good idea if the police vehicle, the police motorcycle, would be to go faster than the Charger, because in real life, the motorbikes are a lot faster than the Charger,
Exactly.
and that's something that I kind of have always felt inside me that should not be a thing.
What, that the motorcycles go faster than a Charger?
Slower, they go slower.
I think they should stay faster than a Charger.
No, at the moment they're slower. That's the thing.
No, because you're allowed to have torque times 2 on when you do
Okay.
motorcycle. Yeah, exactly.
I never got trained for it, so I had no idea.
Yeah. You have to put torque times 2 on the motorcycles, so that way they're faster. And it's nice like that, because it's realistic, you know. Obviously a motorcycle is going to be faster in every way possible than a full-size 4-door sedan.
But I mean, I blew past the Evo in a pursuit like years ago, and I mean, I was faster than the Evo
Yeah, but what
on the
were you
motorbike.
driving? Oh, on the motorcycle? Well, yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. I don't know about the Evo necessarily. Maybe that
It's a little
one's
bit unrealistic.
But definitely the motorcycles should be faster than everything else, like
Yeah.
Chargers, Crown Vics.
Jay Sharp saying he's supposed to be in the podcast.
No, he's not.
I'll be back in a second. I'm going for a piss.
Oh boy. Okay then.
Wait, why did you drag me in here? Oh, that's awkward.
I got stretch resolution in Fortnite.
Comedy, folks.
Okay. Is there anything else PCRP related anybody would like to touch on, or is that it for today?
Ask the chat if they have any questions.
Yeah. Any more questions from anybody in chat? Or if that's it, I think we're pretty much done for today. Nice 36-minute podcast today. Not too bad. Talked about some good topics. Much better than the first one. Alright. if that's it, I think I'm gonna end it here. So thank you to everybody who booked a spot to be in the podcast today.
No problem.
Yep. And the new streaming schedule is gonna be every Tuesday and Thursday, and if we feel like we can do more than that, we will. But for now, that's gonna be the only 2 days in the week, just so we have enough time to gather information to talk about, to actually make them interesting. Oh, question from Jackal. What do you think about Fail RP? It's bad at certain times, specifically late at night for the European side of the server. Like it gets bad at night and early in the morning, but midday it's not that bad because that's when we have a lot more staff on. But I mean, that's kind of an obvious question. You know, nobody likes Fail RP. It's annoying. It's bad. It just, I mean, like, it doesn't make sense as a serious RP server. But other than that, I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
Like I said before, thank you to everybody for attending today. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.